Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Donpeezyyy. You know, it's a different type of video. I know it's a different type of video, and this is kind of why I posted this on this channel, not on my gaming channel, because it's more of a story time this time. And the reason why I'm trying to get into story times is because I grew up watching YouTubers doing story times. Examples: Yo-Yo, Young Don. Grew up watching these YouTubers, listen to their stories, laughing, enjoying myself. So it kind of like grew in with me to want to do these type of story times, but I never had the opportunity to until now. So why not? I mean, the story might be mid, the story might be trash, but you never know until you put it out. There's probably somebody that's gonna be like, oh shoot, that mess was funny. So you never know. You really don't. But getting on with the video. Have you ever had that one coworker you just wish just was never born? And I know, that sounds crazy. But hear me out. Just hear me out on this one little thing. Cause I promise you, it's gonna make sense. I promise. Don't worry, I got you. And like, this isn't just one normal coworker that just got on your nerves like once in a while. This is a coworker that you just sit and wonder, how in the world did they get hired in the first place? It doesn't even seem like they would get past the 12th grade. Bars, not really. I'm gonna stop. Sorry. So that's how I was feeling. I was feeling like, how did this person even get here? But enough of me yapping. I'm gonna get to the story. So this was earlier this year. I was working at a sales place for internet. I don't know if I'm legally able to say the name, but so I'm not. Just know it has the same catchphrase as Buzz Lightyear. That's all you probably need to know to figure what it is. But anyways, it was Sunday and I had to work on Sundays. That was the first red flag. I just did not want to work on Sundays, and it made no sense of me working on Sundays, but it's a retail store, so you have to work every day. We were open every day, Monday through Sunday. We're open. So we had to work on Sundays, and it sucked. It did. It really did, but you know, sometimes you gotta just deal with it. That's just life. But we were low staff, and that made things a lot harder for us because we had to keep on getting new hires and everything, people going to training. We were dealing with a whole bunch of customers coming in, and we're low staff, so customers are coming at us talking about stuff. Oh, why is it taking so long? And it was just this big mess. So Sunday, it's our new hires first day on the floor, like being done with training, all that stuff. It's their official first day. And for some reason, our boss just loved giving our official first days on a Sunday. I don't know why. He just did not like us. Nah, he was cool. He was a cool boss. I'm not gonna lie. He was a cool boss. He helped us if we ever needed it, so he was cool. So I get to the store, and a few of my coworkers, I'll say it's 3 of us there. Normally it's 5 for the opening. So we'll be waiting for the last 2 to come in. Boom, our final coworker comes in. The new hire, still nowhere to be seen. And let's just say for the video, we'll call this new hire Jane. So we're all in the store except for Jane. And our manager texts us on our little Google Teams. It's like, hey, we're gonna be a little late. Try to hold down the fort. No night.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Sorry. But basically, he just wanted us to hold down the store until he got there. So, fast forward, we're opening the store. Jane still nowhere to be found. And we're like, being late on your first official day is kind of crazy. And we just laughed it off. We were just like, hey, who's gonna say nothing? I'm not. But it was kind of concerning because people were lined up outside of the store. And yes, people would be lined up to come into the store to complain to us. So we were just getting everything set up, our station set up, our tablet set up, basically for these customers that are come in to just complain. 30 minutes go by and we're opening the store now. And Jane is still not here. 10 more minutes go by. My manager comes in and he looks around, sees all of us at our station working with customers. He comes up to me and is like, oh, Jane's still not here? And everybody looked at him and was just like, no. And then tell me why. My manager is gonna come up to me and be like, hey, why haven't you messaged Jane to see where they're at? And I looked at him with that straight face. It's like, who do you think I am, Spider-Man? I'm not about to save somebody from getting in trouble. So basically our manager calls them and was like, hey, where are you at? And by this time, it's already 11:45. We've been open for a minute now. And you wanna know what comes out their mouth over the phone to our manager? They tell our manager they thought they were closing. And like I said before, we didn't have any closing shifts because we were low staff. And even if we did, they still would have been late. And the craziest part is that they didn't live that far away from the store to begin with. They lived 10 minutes away. And even after the call, they still didn't clock in till 45 minutes prior to that. So they didn't get into the store until 12:30. And I'm like, how do you even do that? How does it make sense at all that you get to work at 12:30 on your first day on the floor? It makes no sense. It makes zero sense. So my manager's pissed off, rightfully so, because this is like, this is your first day and we already low staff and we have people sitting in 2-hour wait times like they in Disneyland for just internet and not even to get it, to ask what's going on with it. So Jane finally gets to the store and my manager tells me to go wash the front because we have like a whole greeting system where we'll stand at the front, we'll greet the people, put them in a queue, and then they'll sit and wait. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm gonna go to the front. I walk up there. 30 minutes pass by and my manager comes out with Jane and my manager comes up to me and is like, hey, I'm gonna need you to go on your first break. So I was like, okay, I'll go on my first break. I go back to my station and I see Jane standing at it. And in my head, I'm like, why is Jane standing at my station? And for like a quick clarification and description of what Jane looks like and is, let's just say they're... And hey, I don't have any problems if that's who you are, because that's your decision. That's your decision on what you want to be. And if you're not hurting no one, that's not my business. But in specific, this person was hurting my brain. So I gotta be like, bro, why? And I'm gonna get to it. I promise you, I'm gonna get to it. Just hold on. I get to my station and I look very confused. Like I had a very confused face on my face looking at them. And they're gonna ask me if Donpeezyyy is here today, which is me. They're gonna look at me dead in my eyes and ask me if I'm here today. And at that moment, I promise you the triangle and circle was over her head. That's a deep cut. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But, you know, I stay calm and collective and was just like, yeah, that's me. Guess what they did next? And let's play a little game. Is it A, they left the station because it was mine? B, I drop kicked them? Or C, they already logged out of my station before I got there? If you said A, you would be wrong because Sorry about that. Sorry. I lost my temper a little bit. Let me get back to the story. So they logged me out of my station. And I was just like, why would you log somebody else out of their station? That's what I'm saying in my head. So I'm thinking to myself, just like, why would they log me out? And as I'm thinking about it, they ask me the most stupidest question. As I'm thinking, as I'm already distraught, they ask me the most stupidest question known to man. They ask me if they want them to log me back in to my station. Whew. I'm sorry about that. But, you know, I kept my composure and I told them no. I don't want you to log me back in. I don't know how you would have logged me back in. So I just grabbed my iPad and went to a different station. And then I went to my break. And I went straight to my car and I crashed out. Like, I crashed out so hard. I'm talking about Gohan versus Cell levels of crashing out. I'm talking about Aaron losing his mom type of crash out. I'm talking about Edward Alphonse and Alphonse type of crash out. But after my crash out and after my break, I just had to go back to work and clock in and clock out and like nothing happened, because I wasn't about to deal with it and I know nobody else wanted to deal with it either. But I do have more stories about that exact same coworker, but I'm not trying to run this into a 30-minute video because I could be yapping for a while. But if you guys want a part 2, it's kind of new, still trying to figure out my way of doing things. I wish I was able to animate. I could barely draw, but so you guys can even see like a kind of example of what's going on. But this is my style for at least now, until I decide to make any changes. I do also stream on Twitch and I'm usually live every day, but I'm trying to be more consistent with it. And also please go like for part 2, because I have a lot of stories that I could tell. I really do. I'm like Candy Cadet.
I am a Candy Cadet. Come get your candy here. I have candy all day, every day. Candy, candy, candy. Return to Candy Cadet again, and maybe I will tell you a story.
Which is at Donpeezyyy.